life of Andy Ruiz, of course his father. I don't think there was many more proud individuals at Madison Square Garden that night on June the 1st than Andy Ruiz Sr. Right now, I want to welcome up to say a few words, Andy Ruiz Sr.
Le damos las gracias a todo el público, a toda la prensa que vino, al príncipe de Arabia Saudita, que mucha gente cree que hay terrorismo allá. Es una ciudad muy segura. Invitamos a todos los mexicanos para que asistan allá. Y va a ser una pelea magnífica, dura para mi hijo, dura para Anthony Joshua, un gran hombre, Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearns, que hizo la pelea. Y vamos preparados para todos. Y vamos con todo y vamos a salir victoriosos de la pelea esta. Vamos a hacer historia en Arabia y traernos los títulos para México y Estados Unidos. ¡Arriba México!
I'll just translate that. He said that he's not sure his son can do it again, but he's going to try, but he thinks that for this occasion, AJ will get the win. Thank you, Andy. Now, a man that's in charge of trying to get that victory for Anthony Joshua, a man that has been by his side from the early days, before those World Championship silver medals, before those Olympic gold medals. The head trainer for Anthony Joshua, Robert McCracken.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough night. June the 1st, Anthony losing his titles to Andy Ruiz. Don't think Anthony was himself that night, but at the same time, that looks like an excuse because Andy Ruiz was fantastic on the night, and he is a very, very good fighter. We already knew that, and we know he'll be even better prepared. Him and Manny will go and work hard with his dad, and they'll be in tip-top shape for the rematch in Saudi Arabia. So Anthony knows what he's facing, and I do as well, because I took a little bit of flack as well from the loss. I got no problem with that. I'm the head coach. I'm accountable. So I believe, and I wouldn't have said, yeah, we'll do the rematch if I didn't think Anthony could get his titles back and get the win. It's going to be a big camp for us. It's going to be a tough one, and Anthony's motivated because he knows what's in front of him, and his sole mission is to get the belts back. I think what boxing's going to gain is two nice guys who are great fighters, and I think we're going to get a great fight December 7th in Saudi, and it's going to be fantastic. Thank you.
We go to the head trainer for Andy Ruiz. Of course, the iconic pictures of them both celebrating in the ring at Madison Square Garden have been everywhere. We're sick of seeing them now, to be honest with you, but Manny Robles believed his charge could win, and now he has the job of keeping him focused to try and win this very important rematch. The head trainer for Andy Ruiz Jr., Manny Robles.
Thank you everyone for being here today. I'd like to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for having us and giving us that warm welcoming that we had yesterday. It was unbelievable. Obviously, thank the city of New York. This is where we made history. We believed in ourselves, plain and simple. Styles make fights, and I believe that Andy had the style to beat Anthony Joshua. I've been following Anthony Joshua for a very long time. Since 2009 at the World Championships, I became a fan of his. He's an incredible fighter. And to me, he was, pound for pound, the best heavyweight champion up until he lost to Andy, of course. But nonetheless, he's a great fighter. He's an incredible person, incredible individual. I have nothing but the utmost respect for him. But I work with Andy. This is my man. And, you know, we're going to have more time to prepare this second time around. We're going to do a better camp. You'll see a better, faster, slimmer, better shape, better everything, Andy Ruiz this second time around. And I will promise the fans, promise the media, the fans, and everyone that you will see a great fight that night. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Manny. We move on to without question, the two most important people in this room, the fighters, the guys that gave it everything in front of our eyes on June the 1st, and on December 7th they will do it all over again. Firstly, and it's unique calling this man up first as a challenger, former Olympic gold medalist, former unified world heavyweight champion, Anthony Joshua.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's well. I could say boxing, 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 and more boxing. In my short 11-year career, from the amateurs to the pros, I could say I've seen a lot. I wouldn't say I've seen it all yet, but I've definitely seen a lot. There's times that I faced defeat as an amateur in my third fight. And imagine I would have stopped then, there would be no now. I lost in the European quarterfinals. Imagine I stopped then, there would be no now. I lost in the World Championship finals. Imagine I stopped then, there will be no now. So I feel like stopping isn't in my DNA. To continue, and as long as I have breath in me, I'll keep on fighting for the passion of boxing. More so, to carry the sport as an ambassador of the sport, and for an ambassador of championship level fighting. I feel like that's where I belong. You know, ever since I got into boxing, I've just tried to rise to the top. Never wanted to be mediocre with it. I'm born with a fighting spirit. I know how to fight. And the blessing is that people reflect it as you lost the titles. You lost your titles. And I always say is that to lose something is to never get it back. I lost X. That means that you're never going to get it back. But I believe, and I'm certain, that I have a second chance, December 7th. We didn't have no warm-up fights. I'm not gun shy. I'm looking forward to getting back in at December 7th and reclaiming my belts. Shannon Briggs, can I get a let's go champ? Can I get a let's go champ? Can I get a let's go champ? That's what I'm talking about, let's go champ. Shannon Briggs talks about the times he was down and out, when nobody believed in him. I think everyone in this room has been through certain things where nobody believed in them. And nobody in this room would be here if they gave up. And that's where Let's Go Champ comes into my life right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, AJ. And now the man that, of course, caused that upset on June the 1st, shocked so many people, maybe not himself and his team, but ever since we've seen him on just about every network, every sports program, every news program, every entertainment program possible. We've seen and we followed with interest the Instagram, the ice on the wrists, the new mansion, the Rolls Royce. He's earned it all. He's earned it all. And on December 7th, like AJ said yesterday, the belts go in the air and the best man will win. Ladies and gentlemen, the current unified world heavyweight champion, Andy Ruiz.
You know, first of all, I want to thank God. You know, without him, this wouldn't have happened. My team, Al Heyman, Eddie Hearns, all my loved ones. But you know what? I'm happy to be here in New York. You know, this is where everything happened, where I became the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. When I made history. But I know AJ, he wants his bouts back. I know he does. I know how it feels to lose. I lost against Parker when I thought I won the fight. But he could bounce back. But my job is for him not to win, for him not to get these bouts. You know, I've been through so much. I know a lot of people have been through so much stuff, but I've been through so many roller coasters in my life, so many doubters in my life that have been telling me I wasn't gonna do nothing just because of my appearance, the way I look. But at least I think I'm a proof where people could say, man, if he did it, I could do it. And they could, as long as you train hard, you dedicate yourself, and you believe what you want to do. So what I believe in December 7th, the same results is going to happen. I'm going to train my ass off. God's in my side, and we're going to win. Para México, vamos a ganar todo. Vamos a regresar estos cinturones para México. Como tengo la la sangre de mexicanos y con todo mi equipo y vamos a lograr todo. Gracias a Dios, toda la gente. Gracias.
This is the fight, Shannon Briggs. You're correct. This is the fight. This is the fight of the year. And I just want to say as well, what two great individuals. This is such a beautiful, brutal sport. And every fighter deserves so much respect. These two are great role models, great ambassadors. And this is the fight of the year. This may be the heavyweight fight of the century. This may be the heavyweight occasion of our generation. On December the 7th, in Saudi Arabia, in Diriyah, in a purpose-built arena, 16,000 people will come together, but the world will be watching an iconic moment for our sport. I want to thank both teams. Saudi Arabia yesterday, New York today, we've got one more to go. London tomorrow. Are you? Oh, blimey. Cancel his train ticket, please, or his plane ticket even. Thank you, Shannon, and thanks for all the media to coming out today. Of course, thank you so much to Sky Sports and DAZN. We're going to have a head-to-head up here now, continue the media as well. You're all welcome on December the 7th. Don't believe everything you hear. I was there yesterday. What a place, what a moment this is going to be on December the 7th. Thank you so much.